Today we have gathered to have a short and precise awareness session on cancer. I'm Anamika along with Tarun.
Good afternoon to all.
Welcome you all. As we know, cancer is a dreaded class of disease characterized by out of control cell growth. There are over 100 different types of cell and each is classified by the type of cell that is initially affected. But the fear often arises out of the ignorance and misconception rather than any reality. Through its work at Groot level, Cancer Society came to realize that one of the main problems in India in the control of cancer was lack of knowledge about lifestyles and societal practices that caused 70% of its occurrence. Realizing the widespread onslaught of this disease, irrespective of the age and lifestyle, and its impact on the individual and his family, our dais decided to hold a session to create awareness regarding the same.
And for that, we have an expert in this field, Dr. Shehrawat. Dr. Shehrawat, he is a graduate of RNT Medical College, Udaipur. He has completed his MD Radiotherapy from SMS Medical College, Jaipur. After his residency, he joined Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Hospital in April 2002. He is involved in radiation treatment of head and neck cancer patients, so he can be truly called head and neck radiation oncologist. His expertise is in radiation treatment planning.
And now, I would request Chairperson of Social Club, Ms. Deepika Sharma, to please felicitate Dr. Shehrawat. Please have a big hand of applause. We also have with us Mr. Sameer Malhotra, Head Marketing. And now I would again request Chairperson of Social Club, Ms. Deepika Sharma, to please facilitate Mr. Shehrawat, Sameer Malhotra.
Also joining us today for this event, Mr. Manoj Chauhan, Assistant Manager, Marketing. And now I would request Ms. Shivangi Goyal to please felicitate Mr. Manoj Chauhan. And Mr. Sachendra Bajpai, Executive Marketing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. And now I would request Dr. Shehrawat to please take the stage and address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected members of the faculty, students, friends. Before Dr. Shehrawat comes and takes over from me, as a ritual at Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Institute is the welcome address for which I have kind of specialized. On behalf of Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Institute and Research Center, the management, the Governing Council, I welcome you all this afternoon. It is really heartening to see a sizable number of students sitting patiently and for a serious lecture. Cancer is serious. I have never said cancer is serious business, but cancer is serious. And amongst us are Dr. Shehrawat. I think the young lady and the gentleman has already introduced him. Very shortly, I'll invite him on the dais. She did mention something about 70%, yes. I would just like to add that more than 70% of the cancer is detected at the last stage, stage 4. It is unfortunate. And I would just like to break this little myth that it is the lack of awareness in India. Not really. In the last 15 months, I have traveled to one extreme in Africa, Nigeria, to other, Germany in Europe, Muscat, Dubai, and several other countries. It's the same everywhere. Reason? बड़ा simple है. छाती में दर्द होगा, there is slightest of pain in the chest, we'll rush to our doctor. कहीं heart attack, stroke तो नहीं हो गया. Lower abdomen में होगा तो लगेगा कहीं kidney fail ना हो गई और liver है. We'll consult. But what do we do about cancer? जब होगा तब देखा जाएगा. The same everywhere. It's lack of awareness. And before I talk more on the subject which is mastered by Dr. Sherawat, but yes, there was something like lifestyle also used by the young lady. More than 55% of the cancer internationally is because of lifestyle habits. And lifestyle habits are nothing but it's about the kind of food we eat. There's a lot written about junk food. We all love pizzas and burgers and everything. But more importantly, it is tobacco in whatever form. And Dr. Sherawat will elaborately talk about that. Concluding line before Dr. Sherawat takes over from me. We were at GD Goenka school, and students much younger to you, class 9 to 12, they were there patiently listening to the lecture. And there was a particular group which we could observe was a little excited in a very serious audience. They formed a bunch, and after the awareness they came to us कि सर मैं 2 साल से स्मोक कर रहा हूँ, मैं 1 साल से कर रहा हूँ, सर मैं 6 महीने से ड्रग ले रहा हूँ. सो कब तक मैं पीऊँ या कब तक मैं ड्रग लूँ कि मुझे कैंसर ना हो. So at that note, I will invite Dr. Sherawat to please come over and take over from me. Thank you.
So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So, I will be talking about cancer and why this awareness is needed. Because even in today's times, when we are so internet savvy, we have got such a good media coverage, everything, but still even in today's times, we face this kind of problem. Day in and day out, we are faced with patients coming with this kind of disease. I don't want to show you such horrible pictures, but then this is essential for you to know what is the gravity of this problem. This is oral cancer in stage 4. People wait for the disease to progress to such stage and then they come for treatment, at which time unfortunately it is incurable. And that is why every time we hear people calling, oh, cancer, it is incurable. It is actually not. But however, if people present in this stage, yes, it will be incurable. So basically I will be talking to you a little bit about common signs and symptoms of cancer. How can we diagnose? Suppose the most common question that is asked to me or any cancer specialist whenever he or she goes to any meeting is how can we detect cancer early? So I will talk a little bit about signs and symptoms of cancer, little bit about cervix cancer, bachchedani ka cancer, which is one of the most common cancers in India, breast cancer, again very common cancer in India, and tobacco related cancers. Basically cancer means uncontrolled growth of normal cells, which leads to the tumors which I show you earlier. Now it is a very simple answer. What are the signs and symptoms of cancer? There is a mnemonic caution, CAUTION. C for change in bladder or bowel habit. Say for example, if a person starts passing urine very frequently, if he has got very frequent diarrheas or constipation, so these are early signs and symptoms. One should go to a doctor and speak to the doctor. Friends, I will be distributing a few gifts also amongst you, and the questions will be from my topic only. And one hint I am telling you, I will be asking you some questions from this also. This is a mnemonic caution from which you can identify the common signs and symptoms of cancer, and I have got some very good gifts for you. In between I will be asking you questions and distributing. So C reflects change in bladder or bowel habit. A for a sore that does not heal. Sometimes we have got some kind of mole or any kind of ulcer. Normally these things will get healed within 7 to 14 days. But there is an ulcer which is not healing, 1 month has passed or 2 months have passed, then that should raise an alarm in our mind that after all, what is this lesion? What is this ulcer? Is it cancerous? Because the cancer lesions, they do not heal. Then U unexplained bleeding through any opening of the body. Normally we don't see any bleeding through any part of the body. Opening means ear, eyes, nose, mouth, rectal, the anal canal passage, urine passages, etc. So if there is a bleeding through any of these openings because of any unknown reason, say for example we have had a fall or an injury, that can explain the bleeding. But without any cause, if there is bleeding, then it can portend a serious sign. Then thickening or lump anywhere in the body. गले में अचानक से कोई गांठ महसूस होने लगे, यहाँ पर पेट में, एक्सेला में, कहीं पर भी बॉडी में, ब्रेस्ट में. If there is feeling of any lump or any tumor anywhere in the body, then that should be further investigated. Eye, indigestion or difficulty in swallowing. Say for example, normally I am able to eat my food, swallow my liquids, but if I am unable to swallow food, it is throwing out, having indigestion, again it can be a cause. There may be a growth inside the food pipe which is not allowing the food to go in. It can be a cancerous growth. Obvious change in wart or mole. कई जगह हमारे मस्से बने हुए होते हैं, सालों से हैं, बचपन से हैं, बट अचानक से उसमें कोई चेंज आने लग जाए, अचानक से बढ़ने लग जाए, ब्लीडिंग होने लग जाए, that should alarm you. Go to a doctor and get it checked. Nagging cough or hoarseness of voice. Normally cough will happen 5, 10 days, 20 days, pneumonia, after some medication it will get alright. But if the cough persists for months together, then you should not ignore it. Hoarseness of voice. Some people will develop hoarseness of voice. Hoarseness means, अरे मेरा नाम ये है. So this is called hoarseness of voice. Patient is not able to speak normally. So this can mean a growth in the vocal cords from where we speak, the voice box. So this is a pneumonic caution, and these are common signs and symptoms of early cancer. Any of these symptoms happening, you can go to a doctor and get yourself checked. So let us come to cervix, bachchedani. As you can see over here, this is basically the uterus where the birth takes place, and it is here that one of the most common cancers of females arises. And if we see over here, this is the opening of the uterus, and you can see a growth over here. This part is the normal mucosa and this is the cancerous part. And when it advances, it becomes like this. So it is the commonest cancer in Indian women. Almost more than 200 women die every day because of this cancer in India. And 8 women die every hour. And in India alone is constituting about 27% of cervix cancers in the world. And as you can see over here, again the amongst various cancers of the body, cervix is the commonest. So what causes this cervix cancer or uterus cancer? It is a virus called human papilloma virus, and there are various varieties of this virus, the details of which I will not go into. And almost 80% of women in their lifetimes will get affected by this virus. Most of the times it may be asymptomatic. You may not have any complaint because of this. And usually what will be the symptoms of this? Most of the times in early stages you may not have any symptoms, but a female may complain of bleeding in between periods. Normally you will have bleeding only during the periods, but in between periods if there is a bleeding, it can be a cause of worry. During the time of sexual intercourse, if there is bleeding, again one should go to a doctor and get examined. Abnormal discharge, normally no one will have discharge, but if there is an abnormal discharge through vagina, again that is a cause for worry, because the cancerous growths, they have got typical feature that they will discharge dirty water, foul smelling, and they may have bleeding. So any part of the body, if it is emanating foul smell, dirty discharge or bleeding, it can be a cancerous growth. There may be low backache also because of this kind of growth. So I will be skipping the treatment part of this. The treatment for this cancer is basically either surgery or radiotherapy. And this human papilloma virus, not only it can cause cancer, but it can also lead to many other cancers of the vagina, vulva or warts, etc. Now where is the importance of awareness? Nowadays there has come a vaccine against the development of this cancer of the cervix, and normally we have vaccines only for communicable diseases like tuberculosis, diphtheria, mumps, measles, but this is one of the only cancers for which a vaccine has been developed. So this vaccination, most of the times this vaccine is useful only if this vaccination is done prior to commencement of sexual life. Say for example, after 9 years or 14 years, as per the society, when the lady experiences first intercourse, before that if it is given, the course is given, it is the most effective. However, even ladies in their mid 40s or 50s, they can also get themselves vaccinated, but it will have less advantage. And normally this vaccine is given over the deltoid. It does not cause any problem, and pregnant women should not take this vaccine. Usually this vaccine is given at 0 hour, 0 day. That means if we decide today it will be called a 0 day, then after 2 months, and one booster dose after 6 months. Now here I would like to, before going on to the common signs and symptoms of breast cancer, may I ask any one of you who can tell me the mnemonic for early signs and symptoms of cancer? I invite any volunteer, maybe a gentleman with a is in the front row, please. I have got attractive prizes for you, please come forward. Okay, you tell me the mnemonic. Caution, okay. So who will tell me what does C stand for? Yes. And what does T stand for? Okay. So, Mr. Samir, I find this gentleman is very actively listening to the proceedings, and I request you to please hand him over the first prize. Okay, now coming on to the breast cancer. As you can see, yes, please. Yeah, sure.
How does this virus come? What can be the precautions we can take so that the virus does not affect the body?
This virus basically affects the women, and as you have seen that this vaccination is effective, only 100% effective only if given prior to the commencement of sexual activity. So that is considered to be a major source of transmission of this virus. So good hygiene, and that is one of the most important things. And what we can take preventive measures is make use of this vaccine. So again, talking about the incidence of breast cancer in India, women in the age group of 40 to 49, 1 in 66 women will develop this cancer, 1 in 40 in between 50 to 59 years of age. And as the age increases, so does the risk of developing breast cancer. The various causes or risk factors are early menarche. That means, menarche means age at which the menses start. So if the menses start very early in life, that is considered to be one of the risk factors. Or very late menopause. That means when the menses stop. That period we call it menopause. If the age at the first childbirth is very late, you will see that whenever we counter the nature's laws, like say for example age at first childbirth, not feeding the children, newborn children with breast milk, they go against the nature and they are one of the risk factors in development of breast cancers. Then there are some genetic changes, family history, some genetic changes like in BRCA1 and 2 genes are there, they get defective and lead to development of breast cancers. It has been seen that after bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan, Chernobyl in Russia, there was a very high incidence of breast cancer, thyroid cancer in the population over there, because they led to some genetic changes, damage the DNA, which does not manifest in that same individual, but in their progeny, in their children, grandchildren, those defective DNA while reproducing, they can lead to development of cancer. Then hormone replacement treatment have also been known to cause breast cancer. Nulliparous women, women who are not giving childbirth, that is again against the nature. Then of course lifestyle factors like excessive consumption of alcohol, obesity, diet. So basically breast cancer does not involve only the breast tissue, but as you can see over here, this is the primary breast tissue and these are surrounding areas where the cancer can spread. These are called lymph nodes. There are many lymph nodes in the body, in the neck, in the axilla, in the central region. So these nodes, when they also get affected, they form advanced stage of the disease. So common symptoms will be when you see a change in the size or shape of the breast, there is a dimpling of the skin, lump or thickening anywhere in the breast. Nipple may become inverted. Normally it is projected outwards, but if it gets inverted, there may be a growth which is pulling it inwards. If there is any blood stained discharge from the nipple, then if there is a swelling in the arm, sometimes in routine day-to-day life, we see women who is having tight-fitting blouse on the left side and normal over right side. Commonly, this is one of the common way how this is detected, because the lump will cause a node to develop in the axilla. It will obstruct the passage of blood to the heart and it will lead to swelling of the arm. So swelling of the arm is very important sign. So these are just common signs and symptoms of the disease which I have already told you. The lump, discoloration, discharge of the nipple. Then all cancers, not only breast cancers, but all cancers are staged, early stage and late stage, stage 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And if they are detected early, like most of the cancers of the body, if they are detected in stage 1, they have a cure rate of about 90%. In stage 2 about 70%. In stage 3 40 to 50%. In stage 4 20 plus minus %. But even in stage 4 20% are curable. So we should not say that if it is been detected in stage 4, घर ले जाके सेवा करो. One of the important things which should be known to all of us is breast self-examination and clinical breast examination, which is done by physicians. Then these are all screening methods how to detect cancer early. Mammography is a test which is a soft tissue X-ray, soft X-ray, which detects lumps in the breast quite early. So these are some methods how a lady can do self-examination. Stand in front of a mirror with hands resting on the hips. Examine breast for swelling, dimpling, bulges or change in the skin with different positions. And if with the flat of the hand you make a circular movement over the breast, you will be able to identify or feel any very small lump also. This is a very simple method of breast self-examination which can be practiced by every woman. And squeeze the nipple gently to inspect for any kind of discharge, and if there is discharge or bleeding, then you have to report to a doctor. Then this is a visual inspection. Sometimes on visual inspection also you can see some changes in the texture, discharge from the nipple, like that. So these are different pictures to show the self-examination, different positions.